time, and I just think we have finally been blessed with a nice kit from Nike, or Nike, however you want to pronounce it. Chelsea's 25-26 home kit is coming soon. It'll be announced on Friday, I think, is when they've said it will be. And they've started already. They have started already with the promotion and advertising and all sorts. And it's got a lot of people thinking about, you know, whether or not it may well be the nicest kit under Nike. For me, we're gonna go through the designs of everything in just a second. Please like the video, subscribe, and all that good stuff. But at first, I've got some theories of my own. I've got some theories that we're going to go through that I haven't seen too many people say. If you're watching the Coventry-Sunderland game last night, or the Sunderland-Coventry game, you'll know that we went through some of the stuff. But now I've had some time to sort of go through it and do a bit better design work. Nothing crazy here, but I've also come up with what I believe to be a potential teaser for our next sponsor. It's in the title of the video. It's Bentley. We're going to go through it, shall we? Straight off the bat, I knew I recognized the grille. I knew I recognized the front of it. And with the help of those that were watching last night, we did come to the conclusion that it is indeed the front of a black cab. And now I know a lot of you are thinking, Harry, like, calm down. It's just because of the promotion that it's saying, you know, beep, beep, next stop, London, which is kind of weird, really, considering you're saying next stop London for a London-based club. You know, this isn't coming from anywhere else other than, you know, we're a London-based club. The marketing for it is a little strange, unless of course they're teasing us that. And just to confirm, you can see the logo there. It is 100%. A Bentley black cab, maybe putting us off the scent a little bit in terms of the fact that it's a cab. People aren't necessarily going to think Bentley straight away. It's not a typical, you know, grille. I think most people know, though, that it's a black cab. Bentley, nonetheless. Now we move on, and I just want to refresh your memories, refresh your palates before going through these new kits, because this is the dross. This is the dross that we've been putting up with under Nike so far. And let's be honest, it's not. I mean, they're unique. They're different, I suppose. And before I get into the new one, I would say the pattern stuff, it's not for everyone. I personally think that the second and the third, or last season's and the season before's, was the best out of those four. I really do not like this current season for the 24-25 season. The flame thing never grew on me. Never grew on me. Don't get me wrong. The away kit and the third kit, absolute beauties. Chef's kiss. Arguably some of the best work that Chelsea have done in quite some time with away and third kit. But home kits, goodness gracious me, they have divided. They have, you know, caused debates of all kinds regarding whether or not, you know, it's a hit or a miss. Most times you see the leaks coming out and think, you know, I kind of just need to see it on a Chelsea player. I need to see whoever wearing it to make an assumption, you know, a strong opinion on whether or not I'm going to get it, or even less, whether I actually like it in the first place. Like I say, this year's home kit it's not grown on me even now. It looks good in the games, but in person, I absolutely hate the badge. I hate the orange badge. That said, it is obviously the same for like the away kit, the white kit, but that white kit is just something else. It is just a thing of beauty. Okay, so what do we know? We know that this is a high quality leak of a marketing campaign You know, it doesn't, like, the quality, you could see the damn sweat on the geezer's arms. Like, the likelihood that this is not the home kit this season, this coming season, is zero. This is it. This is 100% it. Now, me personally, I'm not one that really enjoys. I like surprises. I like waiting. When a launch is announced or a date is announced, I like to wait. I like to actually have that surprise of, ooh, I wonder what it's going to look like. But we've known what this is going to look like more or less for a while now. For a while. So we're back to the white for the Nike logo, and we're actually, for the white around the edge, it's a very clean badge. It's got to be said. And I'm a big fan. Now, going back to the Bentley situation, I did have last night the Bentley logo, and a lot of you were saying that it looked awful, and that maybe it'd be better if it was the Bentley font with the wording rather. And this is what we've got, and I think it looks fucking class. Now, I've got some like detail added to it. I could probably take away that and it would look a little bit better, but I love that. I think that looks fucking great. Now, again, the likelihood that Bentley are going to be sponsoring Chelsea Football Club, it's not impossible, but I would suggest that it's highly unlikely, as it's not one of the names that we've had associated with sponsors that are being thrown around, shall we say. With that said, I will say this: I don't quite know what's going on here. I'm trying to make out head or tail what it is. Like, obviously, with this one, oh no, maybe the year before. Do you remember was that the last Yokohama or the last? It was the 2017 kit. No. 2018, 19, with the Stamford Bridge patterns on the kit. The last one has our, modeled but didn't play in, put it that way. So we've seen some interesting designs, to say the least. I think this is really good. I'm not keen on patterns, but this one actually does tickle the old pickle. I must say, it's very clean, very minimal, and it does the job. Moving on, and we've got the backside. I really like it again. I really like it. It kind of looks like... Does that not look like the base of like marbling or like a structure? It's clearly a structure of some sort. I don't know if this is Stamford Bridge. It could be Stamford Bridge. It does kind of resemble it in a sense, but we've already done that shit. Why are we doing that again? It'd be kind of weird to do it 2 years, not 2 years, two times. For the shorts, it's much the same. I guess it could be. Now I'm looking at it in a bit more detail. It could be. But then again, I think it's just London because, and I'll tell you why. I think it could just be London-based architecture as a whole. Maybe some stuff in West London, like the houses and all that sort of stuff. I'll tell you for why, is because this is the training kit. And one of the main things that's being thrown around on here is obviously says CFC, but it also says London. And it also fits in with, again, the style is of that, like, the structure. It's three-dimensional. It looks really good, by the way. I'm absolutely buying this one straight away. Love the colors. Was unsure at first with the Bing X logo and the coloring of that, but it's grown on me very quickly. The blue and the reds, it divides opinion, the red is always something that is like, you either like it or you don't. Red, whether you like it or not, is a part of the Chelsea badge, and you just got to get used to it, I suppose, if that's, what we want to go with. I personally, and we'll look at this in much more detail here, this is the full kit in all of its glory here. I absolutely cannot stand those socks. I think they look hideous. I like the shirt on its own. I'm not keen on the shorts, and the socks are just awful. Absolutely dreadful. but it could grow on me. I'm not going to be wearing the fucking full kit. Let's be honest. I'm not. So moving back, last but not least, we obviously still have, this is a live one from on a mannequin in a shop. All but confirmed pretty much at this point. Just needs that confirmation on Friday on the Megastore. And then last but not least, obviously, do let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. We have, of course, the prediction for the third kit, which is total 90s retro collaboration theme as part of the Total 90 reboot. If it looks anything like this, man, it's clean. It's so clean, and I can't wait. Last thing I will say, of course, is that I reckon the sponsor thing is all based on Champions League, whether we get Champions League or not. And again, similarly to that, I would suggest that, and this isn't like a hot take or anything, but I think that the Jordan deal, the proposed or supposed Jordan deal, is dependent on Champions League. Now, of course, Tottenham have had a hairy season. They also are in with a shout of that Jordan deal. They're one of the proposed clubs alongside us. If we miss out on Champions League and they win the Europa League and get Champions League and they get the Jordan deal, we'll never live it down. I know to some people it's not a big deal, but to some it's a huge deal. You know? So if we can get the Jordan on that, maybe on the third kit, they might be reserving that purely for the third kit. Man. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good. With that said, again, let me know your thoughts on the situation. Please like the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. As always, my name is Harry up the Chels, and peace.